Hi friends, today I interviewed a beautiful Bharatanatyam dancer. She's from Texas. She gives performances internationally. When I saw her dance a few months back, I really felt like if she's Indian or not, I can't say the difference. I can't even you can't tell the difference. She is Sophia Salingaros. Enjoy the interview. Hi Sophia, how are you?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you for having me.
And I really like when I saw your dance performances maybe a few months back, and I was just like awestruck because I'm also learning Kuchipudi dance, and I love Bharatanatyam since childhood. And when I saw you, your perfection in steps gave me really goosebumps. And what was your first experience in Bharatanatyam dance when you were learning with a teacher for the first time?
Yeah, so I started with ballet when I was 5, and I really loved doing that. And then when I was 9, we had a family friend who taught Bharatanatyam at a local school where I grew up. And she came over for dinner one day and told my mom that since I like ballet so much, I should come try this style of dance. So my parents took me for my first class, and I immediately fell in love and kept going.
Wow, that's awesome. That's amazing. I know, when you're learning the dance form, is it was difficult for you, or you find it very easy?
I think it's difficult for everybody.
Yeah.
And it's obviously, I had more boundaries to overcome just because it was a completely different culture for me. And so I had to sort of learn all of the cultural context and aspects like food, um, like how you show respect to elders, how you drape a sari, all of those little things are extra that I had to learn, and I'm still learning. But it's been a really wonderful journey.
It's amazing. Like you gave back-to-back performances in 4 countries, and that's amazing. That's not that's not easy at all because you have to recover every day, and you have
Mhm.
been traveling performance to performance. And how's that experience with you?
So my recent tour in Europe was last week, and it was really wonderful to be back on stage after 2 years of being at home. And I think the audiences were also really happy just to be in person. And yeah, it was incredible. I wish I could go back and do more.
Wow. And I hope to see you perform on stage one day live. And it's very, very amazing. And if
Thank
you
you.
like, if I ask you to define India in few words, what will be that?
Um, it's pretty magical. I think it obviously is the most wonderful place to dance and to learn and to see performances. And there's so many incredible artists, and the audience in India really knows about the dance. And so it's a little bit more nerve-wracking, but also more rewarding, I find, to perform for Indian audiences.
Wow, that's awesome. So when are you going to perform in India again live? I mean,
I'm hoping to come maybe at the end of the year. It depends on when I have breaks in my school schedule, but the next time I can travel, I want to come to India.
wonderful. And I can't wait to see your performance on the time. And that's beautiful. And if I ask you, who is your biggest inspiration, maybe in life or maybe in dance?
In dance, it's definitely my guru, Dr. Shiraragi Hebalu. He's taught me pretty much everything I know and has been with me almost since the very beginning. And I still learn from him. He still guides me, and I'm just very, very grateful to have found him and to have him in my life.
That's really, really amazing. Having a great guru is all about having great guru, and you should learn so much from him. And it's like that, like we call it guru parampara here. That a teacher should,
Mhm.
I mean, teach all of that to the student, and the student should be, I mean, have to be humble to him or her. And that's a beautiful relationship between a teacher and a student in dance, particularly, as I know. And that's really, really amazing that I found of ancient India as I'm an author. And like while writing my second book, Shivi and Herbal, I researched about ancient Indian music and ancient Indian art and dance. as the temples of ancient India represent dance forms of dancers, and it's beautiful that the history of Bharatanatyam. And what was your first reaction when you came to know the history of Bharatanatyam, like about ancient India?
I mean, it's something that you learn slowly and gradually as a dance student. And I've just always thought it's really fascinating and so rich, and there's always more to learn. And it just really adds a lot of depth to your dance. And I think that is essential in understanding all of the history and all of the mythology behind the stories that we portray.
Indeed, indeed. And if you define God in your words, what will be that?
I don't know that that's an easy question at all. I think it's different for everybody. And for me, it's just this sense that there's something greater than us that we have no control over. We don't even have the capability of fully comprehending. And that's sort of what I try to connect with whenever I perform.
And you are a biggest inspiration to Indians as well, because you are learning that beautiful ancient art and representing Bharatanatyam everywhere in the world. And that's not an easy task, and it's a great work indeed. And like when I was watching your performance, I showed my mother and father and like my brother, and they were just like, wow, amazing. And you can't tell the difference, like when you dance, you can't tell the difference you are from India or not, because you are that perfect. And that's beautiful.
Oh, that's so sweet of you. Definitely not perfect. And I'm very aware that it's not
But
something,
you are
not
in
my
your own
culture.
way.
Yeah, I work really hard every day to try to learn everything that I should know about the culture to present it with respect and, what it's due. And I hope that I've achieved it and continue to in my career.
Indeed, so much to learn from you, and it's really amazing. And what
Thank
are
you.
you studying right now, and what's your profession? I mean, other than dance, your education.
So right now I'm in medical school in New York. I'm in my first year out of 4. So the long-term goal is to be a doctor
Wow,
who's also a dancer
amazing!
doctor.
And how are you managing those schedules between your studies and dance? Even it's not easy.
Yeah, it's very difficult, but I think it's all about time management and where if you love something enough, I always believe you'll make enough time for it.
That's it.
So that's how I've been doing it so far.
It's amazing. And your grit and your beautiful unlimited mind inspiring me in many ways. Even you're managing your time, and it's beautiful that you are giving you so much time to this beautiful art, and along with your education. It's so rare, and that's amazing. And I hope to really meet you one day and watch your performance, and I wish you all the best. And I would love to know what's your future, I mean, ambitions towards dance. Do you have any plans or in future as a dancer, maybe?
Um, my long-term goal is to just perform internationally and spread my art and the message that I hope I carry, which is that dance should know no cultural or religious boundaries, that those are artificial and anyone should be able to do whatever art form that they want.
Beautiful.
And I hope to also be able to combine my study of medicine with dance in some way in the future. I know there's a lot of work being done now in terms of like body alignment and body conditioning, specifically for Bharatanatyam, that hasn't really been studied a lot before. So I think that would be really interesting to research and to help advance.
Oh, that's amazing. And I like while researching about ancient India, in India, dance has been a part of healing. And that's true. Like when we feel nervous, or maybe when we are not comfortable, when we give a dance, maybe classical dance, or maybe freely you can move your body. Like it gives a more relaxation to you. And
Mm-hmm.
that's beautiful that you are in the medical side and along with being a dancer, and that's a beautiful message to the world. And it's kind of amazing. So what's your opinion on that?
Thank
Like
you.
after your performance, how will be your feelings will be? I mean, you were tired or you were relaxed or maybe you felt like you did something great.
Yeah, the last one, definitely. I'm always very happy after performing.
Yeah, that's amazing. And where are you from since your childhood and where you grew up first and where you learned dance?
Yeah, I'm half Belgian, half Greek, but I
Oh,
grew up in San Antonio, Texas, in the United States. That's where I learned dance.
wow, that's amazing. And thank you so much for giving this opportunity for me. And I felt really, really honored. First, when I started these conversations with people, that I really want to explore art and those people who are very unlimited and giving their work towards creativity. And thank you so much for saying yes. And it means so much to me. And I learned so much from you. Thank you.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
You're always welcome. And I can't wait to meet you in the future and to watch your performances here in India.
Yes, yes. Okay. Have a good day.
Thank you. Have a magical day.
Bye.
Bye.
आनंद नर्तन गणपतिं भावये सदानंद नर्तन गणपतिं भावये सदानंद